YouTube. Hello, hello. Hope you're all having a good day so far. Today we are back in the shenanigans of Dyson Sphere program. I made a joke earlier where it is the project to not make a proper Dyson Sphere factory, but a project to destroy all yellow paint. Why? Because it's DSP. And we all know that guy's a motherfucking clown that needs every bit of it. So, this is the inverse. Yellow paint destruction. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a great time. And if you think you're having a great time with it, subscribe to the main of the VOD channels. I have an idea, by the way, for a video in the future. So keep an eye out on the main channel. Be sure to subscribe to that so you get notifications. Be sure to follow the Twitch channel so you can catch me live. And be sure to follow the Blue Sky and the Twitter so you can catch notifications, because we know Twitch kind of sucks at doing that job. YouTube, hope you all have a good time. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, YouTube, we're back. Factory continues. And as you can tell, I'm not in the position I was before. Right. So, where we last left off, we were having one vein here in operation, producing materials for later use. That way we can have an assembling machine produce a bunch of foundations. These foundations will be useful for later. Also, I just realized we still have some crude oil here.
Flight mode.
How do I forgot how to turn off flight mode. I'll be real. Oh. Alright, fine. I'll just put items there. I may need to put another storage tank, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up another storage.
Insufficient materials.
I'm gonna set up another storage tank. Thank goodness I prepared ahead of time. Okay, so I pretty much forced it to run one specific way, so... There we go. I basically ensured that that will last for a while. Now, should I have just done it on another end? Maybe. But that works. So I'm not gonna. There we go. We're on construction mode. Right now that's producing a lot of plates and a lot of material for the depot here. This will be good for later use. So, tech tree. so we've gotten to the point where we now need to start working on the matrices. Now, energy matrices require one of two things. So, energetic graphites can either take. How do we make it that? Okay, I'm now curious. Isn't it a fabricator? No, let's see. No, it's not. I think the only way for it to actually work like that is through another building. So there's the refinery, which is what we have right there. So we need the chemical plant, which thankfully we have some glass here. Just grab. And we need some steel. So we need some iron plates. Thankfully, we have some ready. We can't make it in here. We need to make it an actual arch smelter. Alright, fine. Let's just set one up right here. And make... How many do we need exactly? 8. So, 8 multiplied by 3 is... Alright. Now, make one of these. Alright. You. So, chemical plants can be used to make sulfuric acid, which is a combination of refined oil, stone, and water. It is a primary chemical product of crude oil. There's a water pump. But we can change the recipe into making graphene, which is something that we'll need to do eventually. Doesn't seem like it can be used for what we need at the moment. Out of curiosity, can I just... Okay, I just wanted to see. Okay. So, energetic graphite can just be made full. Silicon ore is just pumped out through stone, which can then be made into high purity silicon. Okay. Do all this and make magnum ammos, missiles, processors, and components. Aha! Plasma exciter, which is something we can make. So we need 4 of these drones. We need 8 of those, 16 of those. Make a bunch of those. Those. Circuit boards. There's 2 of 4, so it's just. Those are just 2 of them. But I'll make 10 because that way it just we burn through them. Oh, what is produced through this? So we just need
Replication complete.
those. There we go.
Replication complete.
I need oh. I'll just do that. There we go. Hooray! We now have prototypes. Environment modifications. Alright. How's this coming? That's a fair amount. Right. So right now, coal is not being used for anything important. What's our energy grid looking like? Okay. Not too bad, but first off, we need to flatten this out. So This feels nice. Hell yeah, this is nice. Right. So first we need we need our mining facility. Need mineral production. Grid is still holding strong. No, I'm gonna upgrade. Why not? Alright, so what can graphene become? Alright. An energy matrix. So, made in the research facility. A matrix lab, I believe, is how it is made. So, we had another 3.
Flight mode.
But one bad thing that I have noticed, and I appear to may have an issue with future, is that it may not be the best of ideas to have it where I have things set up. However, what I can do is kind of prepare that. So I'm gonna set up another matrix lab right here. We'll have it being able to produce those materials there. So we'll do this. And this. let it get all ready first, and then let that thing run. Oh, and we also need another one of these.
Replication complete.
Yep. Set it up right over there. I need more of these. There we go. First energy matrix is now made. So. Now, while it's producing pretty quickly, I'm fairly certain I can make it faster. So. That is what we'll do.
Replication complete. So, normally I would then say all we have to do now is wait, but we have a small issue. Our grid's starting to get overloaded, and I need a bit faster. So, what better way to go faster than produce and then to slowly... Oh, I just looked up when I realized I'm out of fuel. Let me just go fix that real quick. I'm just gonna sit a moment, let the fuel bleed into the system. I have to admit, refined oil is very powerful. To get myself back up to full, and then we'll be fine. There we go. Can I? Not yet. I noticed I need to kind of combine some items. So I'm a little bit overloaded. Yep, fast as that is, I have a feeling it'd be faster. So, that what? Takes up about 60 per? That's good. It's high time to extend the grid a bit. Alright, the load is a lot better, but we can certainly do better. So. Okay, judging from what I'm seeing, we can make 8. I know it's not the gears. We have plenty of gears. We have plenty of copper, which means it's the iron plates that's causing us some issues.
Flight mode.
So, make some iron. That didn't help a whole lot. Right. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, I was doing something. Right. I was setting up another facility over here. Facility grows, Gordon. Right.
How many do I have left? A surprisingly decent amount. I have an idea. I can increase the size of this. So the idea that I'm going to be doing in a second is I'm going to be creating kind of a land bridge across this little lake. On top of other things, but that's besides the point. Pull another 200 iron. Only that many? I can only imagine it's copper now that's causing me issues. To my surprise, the copper right there is pretty much zeroed out. Well, no better time to get it ready. Let's get another miner going. Let's get another smelter going. Ah! Only one, please. Ignore grid sapping. Best you can. Aha! 6. Alright. Let's set up 2 smelters. Actually, there's a better way to do this. So it's right there. Oh wait. We set it up right there instead. There we go. So now, there we go. This one, copper perfecter. Same with this one. What was this? Oh, there we go. That works pretty well. Actually, why am I trying to do that when I can just stop being a freaking moron? I can make splitters. That's more efficient, Magaro. Jesus Christ. There we go. Phase 1 fact. Now with that factory in processing. Let's fix this up. First we'll copy the operation. Get a splitter.
Replication complete.
There we go. That's better. Now,
a production facility has stopped running. If it's not due to a power failure, check if products overflow, or if there aren't enough raw materials. These may cause facilities to fail. Plan your factory in a reasonable manner, and balance production and consumption to ensure orderly operation.
there we are. Everything's now back in operating order. It took me a second to think about it, like, there's a better way to go about this. Turns out I was right. There is. Alright. I'm still in the bind of... It's ore. They're actually collecting enough to for it to matter. Oh shit. I've actually hit efficiency on that. I'll be real with you, chat. I didn't even think about it. Alright.
Flight mode.
Well, we've made a land bridge. That's quite honestly the most successful thing I've done with this so far. Make a land bridge. That's crazy. So our next upgrade has to be the next mech.
Mineral depleted.
Oh. Iron is slowly running out. Though, that'll be one less factory to worry about. It will mean I need to figure out what to do next. I'll be honest, chat, it's very nice to just simply walk across the lake now and get to the other part of the factory. So, the next part of the goal is to essentially create a better line. wonder if... I should upgrade... I think I could. No. What's being put in is more than... I think what I need to do, make the spray coater. So
Replication complete.
how do I make it? So it's coal into the proliferator Mark 1. Interesting, but I'm not sure. Let's grab 200 of each of these. Oh. Ooh. There we go. Alright, now it's developing a lot faster. Let's queue up energy circuit. Interesting. Vertical construction. More strength and matrix class, allowing more levels to be built vertically. We definitely need that. Where was...
Upgrade complete.
There it is. goes. That's crazy.
Upgrade complete.
So, power capacity increases. Rates to have. Energy circuit will be interesting when it gets to that point. Don't need any of that just yet. We can just focus on the next part. Actually, I know what's next. So silicon and diamond. The solar sail orbit system. EM rail ejectors launch solar sails on a continuous and massive scale of nice and swarm for collecting stellar radiation energy more efficiently. So that's how it starts.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah. Okay, so more drones is good. Okay, it looks like as long as I have the ability to get shit made appropriately. Right. Distribution logistics system. That I need to queue up almost. So this is like significantly important. And then getting a Mark II conveyor belt. Pretty much fantastic.
Upgrade complete.
Actually, hold on. There we go. Energy circuit. How many do we need of this? We need 60. So start with 40. There, that's 50. Sixty. Pardon me, fucking up. Alright, 45. I'll move this up so that way circuit can have. Oh. Oh. There we go. Fuel's back on the menu, boys.
Replication complete.
12, 10. Wait. There we go. Hey, how's this coming along? Fantastic. Alright. There we go. We have another part of another factory set. Now we just need more. think our next goal is to obviously get all this research done. First and foremost. Once we get that iron reserve kind of secured, we can get sorted on site facility. Oh, we are out of funding. Not to worry. I think after this set of research, we should take a second to let things kind of rebuild. I'll be honest, once I'm able to make tier 2 conveyor belts, I better believe I'm going to be upgrading all the other ones to tier 2s. There will be speed, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, correction. There will be speed where it is needed. There we go.
Upgrade complete.
There we go. So now things can get stacked up a little bit better.
you've unlocked the vertical construction technology. When building facilities such as matrix labs, depots, and storage tanks, you can try to build them upwards, making more efficient use of space.
This will be very easy. Also, whew, I'm glad I checked because I need to get more.
Flight mode.
You know, I'm producing enough.
Upgrade complete.
There we go. Plenty of usual matrix. We need more. And this will essentially make things on me and Joe. Helps to cruise mode that make an orbit a planet at a higher speed. So how well does it convert energy? It appears to be at a faster rate. Alright, so while that's carrying on and all that jazz, there is one thing I want to do. There's a lot of fuel here and a bigger amount here. So all right. Wow, that produces a decent amount. What about this? Energy 9 mil. 9 megajoules. 0.5. Conversion rate on this. Garbage. We're running out of hydrogen soon. Tank production on that. Not great, but not much I can do about it. Although I will say, I think that also affects the crude oil seep. Use more energy. Yeah, here's the thing though. Actually, I can just pause this real quick. I can pause this and rebuild up and just build up my resources again. The hell is that? You know, I just thought something. Hold on. Let's make a 1. All I need is the 1, so you can kind of see how this works.
Replication complete.
All right. All right. We have that. Then we need one of these. Set up right here. There we go. Right. And then we'll just take a Tesla tower. That's how it do its thing. It can also be used as a throwable item to practice, but has no damage or effect. So, we have that. Pardon me. Okay. So water, refined oil, and stone. Well, it gives this line a reason to exist, so let's make this. So let's do some magical voodoo bullshit. We're going to set up a deep right here. That's the tower here.
Replication complete.
Alright, so now get that sorted. And we'll set up a storage for this specifically. And there we go. We now have sulfuric acid. Why am I making sulfuric acid? Well, I'm letting resources build up back up. Yep. We're in a good spot now. Obviously, resources are built back up. But these need to be built up. We're a little bit low. Oh shit. Well, that's not good. Well, on the plus side, I made a buffer, so... Okay, hold on. I had a thought. So, water can be used as a throwable item. Can sulfur be the same? It's not a throwable? Oh, that's some bullshit. I don't want to throw sulfuric acid. Man. Well, now I'm just disappointed. I can deal without going into space for well, this is problematic. I'm hitting a point where production speed is hitting slower time rates than I want it to. capacity. That's not bad. In fact, that's actually pretty good. But now I need to expand the facility. I've missed the foundations. So, here's what we need to do. I will need to expand on this just a bit. I will need to set up another factory or facility to consume more energy. Using plenty of sulfuric acid. Alright. Oh, I need
Flight mode. Replication complete.
There we go.
Replication complete.
There we go. Now the grid's running a little bit better. It will burn with relative ease. Now, however, we'll need to reroute. First, we need another refinery. To want to make that, we need more iron.
Flight mode.
Thankfully, these things have a hard time. Just simply keeping themselves. Steel's the only thing giving me a pain in the ass. There we go. Back in inventory. I could just set it right there. That's crazy.
Flight mode. Flight mode.
There we go. So now we can just make these no issue. Organize all that.
Replication complete.
Alright, so let's get the only one thing I can do, that is consume. So I'm now curious. If I do that and fill that, make another splitter, because I can just make them at will. Now, actually I need a lot of those, and then I have those already, so I don't need to worry about that. I'll just have the other two ready on standby as a precaution.
Replication complete.
So, actually, real quick, let's get one of these going.
Replication complete.
Alright, there's only one way. Got it. And then just make another one of these, because I just happen to have resources for it. Sulfuric acid grows golden. Then we set this boy here. Now I'm betting if I'm correct. Oh, that's cool. The auto mergers. Perfect. We want this to be hydrogen. As for the other two idiots, or idiot singular. That should give enough of a boost. The production. Five minutes. Efficiency is well under demand. Right now there's enough hydrogen being produced to allow two of those factories to be running at full speed at all times.
Mineral depleted.
Oh. Oh, we're almost done and dusted with the iron there. And we're almost full on those. Jesus Christ. Won't be worrying about that for a while. How much can this contain? 6,000. I think. Yeah, 6,000. So 400. So let's take into consideration what we have currently. 6,000 plus about close to another 800. So 6,800. 6,800. So can't do anything with that. That's fine. If we were to get a fair bit of research done for all the bullshit. 400,000. 1.6. 2.1. 2.5. 9. 3.3. Ignore this for a moment. So 3.3. Just to get the rest of those done. 3.8. 4. 4.2. 4.8, 5.6, 5.8. Come on, well, it's just one, please. Okay, so let's say 5.8, 6.2, 6.6. Plus however much more is coming along. But we're actually still producing a fair bit of mining this. So that will ensure the reserves don't die too early. Ugh. We'll need to make another generation facility to ensure that it doesn't overflow. I mean, sure, we do have another overflow point, but it's good to have options. I walked into a freaking thing that I am kind of not paying attention right now. We should be able to expand this location just a bit. So, we need to, as I said, do some expansion.
Upgrade complete.
Rude. You know, for the sake of it, we'll make another point here. But this one will be more for the actual actually we can have both of them be for more fuel, since we do have the other two ready. So we have 300 or so. We need what? 600? 603. Right now, we're doing all right. After this, we'll... What the fuck? TikTokers are speedrunning Scientology buildings in Los Angeles to see how far they can get before being thrown out. You know, normally I'm against some of that bullshit, but it's also Scientology. On the one hand, don't be stupid. On the other, trolling Scientology is a fat dub in my book. Okay. One moment, I need to kind of reset this. There we go. Kind of. You know, since I have... better way to go about this. There we go. Pardon me. There we go. That's actually more efficient. That's a first. I can't believe I'm able to say that. There we go. Production is at an all-time high. that now officially squared away for the rest of the tournament. Oh. So I can make the efficiency logistics matter. Because getting those will essentially solve a lot of throughput problems. That plus these things. Wait a minute. That's how I'm able to, I'll be able to automatically do research now. Oh, I'm glad I saw. Getting a significant soil pile. We'll soon cover this planet in foundation. The process is just slow. Don't at me, chat. Another 2 stacks. We'll do that. That'll actually burn through my inventory. I didn't see that before. more minutes until that is done. You know, we're gonna put the drive engine at the far end. I want things ready for when that comes out. Pardon me. Actually, do the ingots look like ingots? No, it's just a block. That's all it is. All this is the ingot is just a block. Oh. Iron's starting to stack up now. That's actually a good sign, because then that means that's less for me to worry about. And if iron's beginning to pile up, that means more iron for the other arc smelter there. It's always a matter of balances, chat. Oh. Almost done. Wait, did I seriously get enough to where it can actually... I did. As I think I need 300. Oh no, that's 200. Oh. I mean, I can build up more, I guess. There. We'll do more drone engines. Some construction drones can actually fly faster, be more effective. That'd be
Research complete.
Alright, magnetic turbine is item located here. But to make it, we need a combination of a bunch of iron and some copper. Alright. Conveyor belt Mark 1s. That. Meanwhile, those take the same amount plus the other system. Okay. I think I know how to make the ah! I have 400 already sitting in parts. Right. So step one, we'll need to set up a few different things. Copper's ready for whatever we need copper for. At a later points. We will need to set up a few different things. So, the electromagnetic turbine requires a fair few things. So, our first objective is we need to make a bunch of miners. We'll make 3. Just need to make some depots. So, there's a total of 15 iron. Our goal is to
Replication
make certain
complete.
that we hit all 5 with 3 drones. Which means we also need to do some expansion. First off, we need to make certain that we have the actual adequate space for it. Right. So now we need... Alright, there's 5 here. There's 5 here. And 5 here. Alright, all 5 are now consumed. We'll be ready for processing. So, we also need to make plenty of arc smelters, not furnaces. Which means we'll also need some more stone bricks. Thankfully, that is a non-issue. Let's just make the one for now, because we can make more later. So, turn 1 into magnets and iron ingots with LCDs. That'll be good for the gears. So, of the 2 we have, let's set up an immediate... set up a splitter. Have it directly link up to both furnaces. The hell do you mean? There we go. Perfect. Now that's in a better position. set up one right here. And one right here. Yep. And we will set up our good friend here, which will be your producer, which will just slap the said aforementioned gears right here. I think that's correct, all things considered.
Replication complete.
Alright. Oh dear. One moment. There we go. And what the hey? Fine. Do it like this then, because apparently you're just being a bitch. Oh, and I need to make one. I didn't mean to make that many. Thankfully, I was able to recover. Need to make one more. Test the tower. Ah, we can make 10. That's fine. What did we just unlock? Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Chat deadass, I forgot.
Replication complete.
There we go. Part one of the process begins. And how are we looking in generation? Ah, not too bad. Speaking of generation, small factory. Reach total power generation of 20 megawatts. we've done it, chat. We've managed to make a pretty decent factory so far. Alright, so while the gears are being made, we can move on to the next phase, which is reducing the next item in this, another item in this, like, step. So, we have the gears being made. We can make plates relatively easily. But now we need the coils, the magnetic coils, to make the electric motors. That's the next step. So, let's start with the magnetic coil. The magnetic coil will need the same amount of iron and some copper, which we can pull from here, to route to a spot right here. We'll then make the coils. We'll need to do this a couple times because the recipe will require a lot of magnetic coils. So if we're thinking about this, alright. Oh, thanks for the subscription, Nix. Stardew Valley, I don't give a shit about Stardew Valley. People can play it if they want. It's just not my thing.
Flight mode.
What are you doing energy-wise? Not great, but out. Go. There we go. Actual floor expands. Everything's pretty good. Right. Oh, actually. Okay. First. There we go. Yeah, no. Subscriptions make it to where you don't see ads on the channel. If I end up getting ads. That's a huge benefit for you. For me. One end, it's makes the number go up funnily, so seeing the funny number go up is always a benefit. me, I need to check if I do get paid. If I do, hooray. If not, then, well. Wouldn't be the first time I was getting fucked in the ass. Wait. Was I scammed? I think I genuinely got scammed. You know what? There's a benefit to this. There is a benefit to that bullshit. The benefit is I'll be able to push out the factory a little bit easier.
Replication complete.
Alright. So factory changes up a little bit. We'll set it up right here. Coils. Fuck, you mean deflection too much. Brother! There we go. Alright. Let all those in. Production out the ass. So that's all said and done. It's this one sorted. As a note, I'm not taking any user suggestions for games right now. I have enough games. And if I don't, I get the games I want.
Replication complete.
Alright, so that's now being produced. At a respectable rate. Okay, if you're gonna ask that question, just ask it. It's not. I'm fine with modding. It's a non-issue. Running fine. Power network's dandy. Watch nicely. Right, so I'll explain this as best as possible. For a first time playthrough, it's good to play it normally. That way I don't feel like I'm wasting time, or I get a proper experience rather. There. So, I think I see part of the issue. So, in that case, it'd probably be a good idea to set up a low on. Oh, right. The magnetic waves. I might as well grab some. They're right here anyways. Okay, so grab one. So that way I can convert it into... another form of
replication complete.
Operation. So set it up right here. The production here. Perfect. And copy and paste. Are we seriously low again? Alright, fine. Set up another tower. That way that can
replication complete.
Zero out. And now this is ready to, at the very least, get sorted on production time. That's now at a zero state. Alright. So now we can take the material we've been getting from all those. And start producing. Actually. Okay, yeah, now I see it. I see it. Alright. Ugh, pardon me. I mean, sure, we're stockpiling right now, but I have an idea. It's taking a while to produce all that, so we'll make more. We'll have another facility producing.
Replication complete.
Another set of shenanigans. Right, so there we go.
Replication complete.
So we'll set up the assembly.
Research complete.
Of depots. Locations. There we go. That will be enough. Handle that, and then we'll take more stack. That way that research will be done. And then we'll just let it all kind of flatten out, restock, all that shit. Okay. So, where was I? Right, preparing to produce a lot more material. So, set deer factory right here. There we go. And then make another 2 of those. Right, and then power tower right here. Storage facility right there. There we go.
Flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode.
The factory expands, gentlemen. Alright, so if that's undone, if this... Oh shit, we can actually make transportation bots. Alright, so we need to make this. So in order to make this, we need microchips. And we also need the drones. Oh, shit. We are quite low.
Flight mode.
Actually, I know a spot where they're not on. Hell yeah. Alright. So now... Okay, so we can't make it out of a weapon. So we need a proper... We need the arc suit. So let's make an arc suit real quick. How are we doing energy? Oh, we're doing fantastic. Alright, real quick. Easy job. That'll get me... How many per? Oh, jeez. That's brutal production. That's just brutal. But it's necessary. Okay, so microcrystalline compounds is something that we like immediately. considered a... Oh no, it's not an end product. The end products are these ones. Perfectly capable of processing data.
Flight mode. Replication complete.
Okay. I can make one of these. It seems like I have the resources to probably make it.
Flight mode. Replication complete. Flight mode.
Back to... the stone mine there. Off that. Back in. Alright. So now...
You've built your first logistics distributor. You can now deliver items to the inventory. Set the items you need in the logistics list to the left of the inventory, and the logistics bots will transport the items from the depot to Icarus. If you build multiple logistics distributors, they can deliver items between each other as well. Each distributor has a delivery range. If a task is out of range, it will not be executed.
Interesting. Okay. This will be very interesting, because
Flight mode.
I'm glad we got this started before, like an hour before the stream landed, so it'll be interesting to see how that comes about.
Replication complete.
So I can make 3 more. But in order to make another distribution hub, I need lava.
Flight mode.
Okay. Alright, so right now we have a bunch of those coils being made.
Flight mode.
Oh dear. I just saw what an issue we had, and I should go fix that real quick. There we go. Alright, we will need... We'll need more build space. high efficiency systems. Perfect. Production is quite good. Okay, that's what I can do. I can set up the next stage of production there. And all these.
Flight mode. Replication complete.
Alright. There we go. Then set up our dear production boy here. To make us permanent amounts of
Replication complete.
there we go. That should be far enough. And I'm just out of plates and ability to make circuits. How the hell do I make more of these things? Oh, I just need more iron, it seems like. Alright, hang on. There we go. I think I solved the crisis. I, in fact, solved the crisis. Alright, now I no longer have to worry about making baseline conveyor belts. But that's not the point of this. Right. Make 3.
Replication complete. Flight mode.
On the plus side, the factory isn't too much, so hooray. effort to make. Yes, it is enough to make the amount necessary. So with the drone, logistics drone, it just takes one.
Replication complete.
So now, if I'm correct, which I likely am. Oh shit! Fuck ass cock. It's anyway.
Replication complete. Research complete.
Oh shit. That is fantastic. Right. Next on the docket is bring up another distributor.
Flight mode.
And I need more rocks. Oh, that's actually crazy. So these go at 6 items per second. This is 12 items per second. That is a huge upgrade. Ugh. Fantastic. I have to say, fantastic. And this is storage level 2 with a lot more slots. Nearly double the amount of HP.
Insufficient materials.
Why you grayed out then?
Flight mode.
Okay, so now I can actually rating store. The hell is this? Naturally formed grooves distributed across the surface. High priority insiders, fractal silicon. Deuterium. I see.
Flight mode.
So I need another 400, which I have, and then the 200 right there, which I have. Everything is going is good news, Gordon.
Flight mode.
Anyway. Alright, I can make one of these.
Flight mode. Replication complete.
Okay, so I activate the logistics pod? This is the question. Oh! You just slap that bitch in there. Yeah. I'm curious about one. Can I put a... Okay, I can't.
Flight mode.
This will make it very easy for me to just send things to and from.
Replication complete. Flight mode.
I need to stop pressing escape. I'm so used to that entire thing. Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay. I believe it's the same no matter what. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. Oh, I can access the control panel directly. Oh. Oh, that's okay. This is where things get interesting. I keep pressing the escape button. Alright, so if I was to do this, and then put all of those in there, what would happen? Well, the same. Let's speed up research just a bit. I'm curious to see if this works the way I think it is. And if not, then I can easily just take a look and see what the hell I may have missed.
Upgrade complete.
Okay. Wait, is it? It's working! god, it's actually working. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that is so cool. This is some cool ass shit. Alright. This is gonna be entertaining, to say the least. This is arguably one of the coolest things.
Upgrade complete.
The boys, they fly high, no lie. Wait, is this some extra? That's extra inventory. Oh. Okay. I see you, game. I see you. That's actually a really good idea for me to use the but that to work effectively is just thankless. I'm gonna need some high density fuel doing this. Looking at this now. If I'm gonna be doing that, then I need something specific.
Upgrade complete.
Okay.
You're now able to cruise. Press space twice to lift off and enter flight mode. Hold the key for forward movement, and space in flight mode to reach a certain altitude to activate cruise mode.
There we go. So we can now enter space if we so chose. Only a few problems. First, we need the fuel. There we go. Thankfully, we have plenty of fuel to at least try this out. So let's give it a shot.
Flight mode.
Why is this per normal? Before we end the stream, and it's not ending right now, but before we do, we'll see about getting us first the tier 2 belts. That's something that we need. So, 2 is 8. Actually, we have everything kind of ready for it. I think what I'm going to do next is... First, I'm going to collect some notes, because I can. Up a level. There we go. That way we can actually have a effective op going on. Need one of these. So to make this, we need plates, gears, and the electric plates. Or the magnetic
Replication
coils.
complete.
That's step one. Set it up right here. And then we will set up the construction from there. Set up all those there. Set this up to make the electric motors. I know how this game is. There we go. That way the electric motors can be in.
Flight mode.
That's more iron plates, so we'll grab some over here.
Replication complete.
There we go. Alright. So, let's set up business. The fuck you mean deflection too much? Alright. Figured it out. Anyway. That is genuinely annoying with how that happens. Now, hook it all up. Alright. That's now being made. Gonna be a slow process. So, we're going to send another belt down this way. Over to about this point here?
Replication complete.
Turn into that. Then, shall route it to here. And we make one more.
Your home base has grown. Now you can click the Statistics panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to view statistics, including the production and consumption of each
Replication
item and power
complete.
data. This data can help you manage your home base.
Now, finally, a final piece. What do you mean? There. Now shut the fuck up. My God. There. You're not allowed to complain anymore. You know what? We'll make one of these. I want a lot of them, but that's what we'll have. Nope. One final set. Bam. We have done it. We've made an entire line to making tier 2 belts. And that's that. curious. Can I just... That... That way it's marked. And I can just slap it straight in. Perfect. Alright. Alright. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can't finish up filling in this patch of water. I thought I can, but you know what? The factory needs the space. Ah, damn it. I mean, we got pretty close. You know, for a line just to make tier 2 belts, this isn't too bad. I've seen much worse. So now, I'm curious of how well it works, if it even counts as upgrading. Personal shift to chain upgrade.
Flight mode.
You know, I'm glad I prepared ahead of time because I saw a whole bunch of gears just gone. There we go. I prepared ahead of time, chat. I knew those gears were important. Right, anyways. So if we chain upgrade... Wow, that's schmoovin'. Okay. That is schmoovin'. Holy shit, chat. Look at that go. Damn. Oh, here. Okay, let's upgrade that too, because why not? Oh, I need... Make that a upgrade? Oh, fuck it. Why not? That's funny.
Replication complete.
Really, I have to make these to start? Jesus. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing iron ore. That's
Flight mode.
hilarious. Alright, hang on. Hang on. Thankfully, I know exactly where there's... How many did I make of those? I don't even see them. 4.
Replication complete.
Holy shit, look at that thing go.
Research complete.
Okay, so how do I make...
Data shows there aren't any natural titanium veins on this planet. You can obtain some titanium ores by collecting gravel. If you need a large amount of titanium, find a planet with titanium veins as soon as possible.
Titanium, huh? How... Uh-oh. Huh. Okay, I have titanium ore. I need titanium to smelt it. Got it. That would explain why I'm not able to do jack shit with it. I need...
Flight mode. Flight mode.
Okay, so... I think I see part of the problem. I've made a small error, but nothing I can't fix. Rather, I'm not sure if I can fix it. Like, I think I genuinely just fucked up. Okay, there is a way for this. There's a way. Where's it? Okay, logistics. Get set up right here. Come on. Alright. As I said, there is a way to fix this, so... That was so stupid. That was so fucking stupid. That should not have taken that long. Anyways. Because it's guaranteed 2 now. Or almost guaranteed 2. See, it's just running like mad right now. Need another oil vein so I can just have it specifically create hydrogen. I will say though, getting an easy $5 minutes? Oh yeah, we can definitely burn 5 minutes. Oh shit, we almost finished flattening out a lake. At least a portion. Well, that's going about. Unlock slope limit when building conveyor belt. I'm gonna have to queue that. So wait, I'm gonna queue up some stuff for tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow. Fuck. I'm not gonna be in this game tomorrow. What's wrong with me? But if there's one thing I'm happy about, it's the fact that I can basically have a fuck ton of tier 2 belts now. That makes me quite happy with my life. Two separate iron sources, basically making the same amount of oils there. Now that's backed up on iron plates somewhat. I mean, that's obviously backed up, but that's a given. I wonder if I upgrade. Oh, Jesus, that is a fantastic idea. Oh shit. Okay, there needs to be a better way to look better. That's stupid. Iron acid is prepared. We're almost done. So let's see if we can't finish filling out.
Research complete.
Oh shit. Alright, let's see how this goes with it. Our grid is doing. Let's throw some titanium. Lake's almost gone. Or at least 1/4 of the lake's almost gone. This is huge. We have first amount of titanium ingots, lads. This is huge. The interesting thing is, I could upgrade all my builds to tier 2. Oh. I doubt it would have anything too huge of an effect. Oh, I should start different, like, things. High strength titanium alloy. Oh, that's what the sulfuric acid can be used for. Alright, alright. Interesting. We'll have to look at that later. So we'll set up different research tabs. X-ray cracking. So take 2 hydrogen and 1 refined fuel to make we'll queue that one up because that's incredibly useful. Queue up thrusters because that can be quite useful. Queue that one up. This is all preparations for the next phase of production. 6, 7. Photon combiner. Don't really have a way for that to be used at the moment, so we're gonna have to not bother with it just yet. Part of the trap. it'd be an ideal to get that set up. Alright. We have our tech set up and ready to go. It'll be ready for when we get there or next week. Good idea to have some extra fuel on hand, just in case. All right, chat. It's time. Actually, it is time. We have fuel. We have a decent amount of protection ready for when we crash land onto the wrong planet. Because that will happen. It'll be hilarious. We pretty much have everything to get us started. Alright, let's do it. Beginning launch sequence in 3, 2, 1.
Flight mode.
We are generating enough energy to stay in the air for an extended period of time. Let us wait until we get back up to 399, or close to it, and let's enter cruise mode.
Cruise mode.
In cruise mode, you can fly the mecha to different planets or planetary systems by following the arrows.
Oh my
in space
god.
navigation. Hold shift to accelerate, or S to slow down. You can also press Q R, or hold the
my
right mouse
god.
button to fly sideways.
Ah! We are in space, lads! Holy shit! Alright.
Cruise ended.
Oh. My god, that's awesome. Okay. I didn't expect it to be an energy drain, so let's stay near that for a hot second. And consider our options. Okay. I have an idea. I need... planetary.
In the planet view, you can hold the middle mouse button to rotate the camera. Hold the right mouse button to roll the camera.
Wait, that's the North Pole
Press
right there?
N
What
to
the
align
hell?
the camera to the North Pole.
Okay.
In the planet view, scrolling the mouse wheel also enters the star map.
Okay. This is where I need to go to, so I can get some more fuel. Alright. That's a gas giant. We cannot go to a gas giant just yet. So, let's go over here. This is a planet rich in silicon, but which is good, but not exactly what we want. A planet with lava, however. Now we're talking. And with it being quite high in solar energy and surprisingly enough, a decent amount of constructible area. Okay. The wind energy ratio is slow, so we'll need to think about operating here with thermal energy in mind. But that is our target. I will always show the label, that way we are prepared for that at a later point.
Flight mode.
Okay. One's closer. There. Okay. We'll get rid of this. That way it's out of the way. And put something here that will mark it. So we click the map. Actually, that's a really good indicator.
Flight mode.
You know, I'm gonna make an attempt. It's gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna make an attempt. I'm in a really good spot. There's Theta Andromeda.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
in space, lads. Yeah, pressing down shift just makes you burn through energy, motherfucker. Let's do that real quick. Alright, we'll need to slow down. Are going a little bit too fast.
Cruise ended.
Oh my god. We've landed. We're on a whole new planet. With new resources. Well, new-ish. But we have resources. Fresh ones. So you know what? That's where we'll end it. YouTube. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't, subscribe to the main and the VOD channels. And be sure to follow me here on Twitch and on the socials, Twitter and Blue Sky. We're gonna have a great time. And I'll see you all tomorrow.